For a while now, I have been fascinated at this one question. If connection is essential for recovery, including from other disorders like addiction, depression, and even certain personality disorders, well, what happens when connection itself feels unsafe? And for those of us who sit with clients every day, that question isn't abstract. It explains the quiet lived experience behind so many moments. It explains the hesitations, the unnecessary apologies, the careful scanning of your face to see if they've done something wrong. So, what do people who are terrified of being blindsided, hurt, or humiliated do when they want help from that very same fear? And that question stuck with me long enough that it became the focus of my doctoral research. And after 16 months of study, reflection, and clinical integration, I've boiled down most of those concepts into just over 2 hours. Which, by the way, welcome to Master the Shame Lens. This is a trauma-informed approach to treating social anxiety using acceptance and commitment therapy. And I'm Dr. Matt Bedell, a licensed professional counselor supervisor and licensed chemical dependency counselor based out of Allen, Texas. Now, when I began that research, I didn't have these big, grand ideas, like I didn't want to start a new treatment modality or anything. I simply wanted to better understand that one thing. Why do people with social anxiety struggle to seek therapy? Now, admittedly, it makes total sense, right? Like, I don't judge you at all. I totally understand. If I'm scared of being judged and criticized, why would I go sit down and talk to somebody about it? However, we also have a paradox occurring. More and more people are becoming aware and normalizing social anxiety, yet their engagement rates and recovery rates are still well below other anxiety disorders. So under that simple question was something much deeper. I noticed and learned about a pattern of avoidance rooted in shame and threat sensitivity. You see, people with social anxiety face 3 main challenges that make this so difficult. 1. An intolerance of uncertainty. Not knowing how others will respond feels unbearable. And when your default is an assumption of criticism that leads to avoidance, well, any hint of uncertainty feels like impending doom. And now the body screams to run away. 2. They experience fusion with a shame-based identity. They fundamentally believe that I am the problem, not I have a problem. 3. They experience a high-stress reactivity. Their nervous system responds as if every social moment, and even the thought of social moments, is a threat, causing their body state to leave the window of tolerance. And once that happens without psychological flexibility skills, it's almost impossible to think clearly and choose a response guided by values instead of avoidance. So from the very beginning, they're fighting all 3 of these battles at once. The uncertainty, the self-criticism, and a body that doesn't feel safe. It screams, run away. Now, full transparency, I'm still trying to figure out how to address this dilemma. For now, though, the question then becomes, how do we help clients build safety and connection when they do come in for help? And for me, that answer came through ACT, or Acceptance and Commitment Therapy. Within these 6 principles is a guide to skills that can also be paired with additional approaches since it's not a standalone treatment. We can bring in mindfulness and dialectics to help our clients step towards vulnerability, which vulnerability simply means embracing uncertainty. To be clear, this training isn't reteaching ACT. It's about looking at these known principles through a shame and trauma-informed lens. Then we can explore how each one of these principles helps clients relate differently to those same feelings of uncertainty, self-criticism, and a desire to run away, to then change it and go, I want to seek connection and ultimately find belonging. Now, we know that vulnerability isn't weakness. Vulnerability is the prerequisite, though, and the heart of connection. It's what allows clients to stay within that window of tolerance long enough to notice their thoughts, name their shame, and change their story by choosing actions aligned in their values, even when it's uncomfortable. And as clinicians, that's what we model. We notice when shame is telling the story, and then we help our clients reconnect with that vulnerability and compassion. Bravery in that sense isn't about removing the fear or even lowering symptom severity. It's about choosing to meet vulnerability with kindness, compassion, and values instead of that old default way. That's really what this whole training's about. Helping clients, and honestly ourselves too, learn to stay present with that discomfort long enough to choose connection over protection. So before we dive in, I want to be vulnerable with you. I would love your honest feedback by completing the feedback form at the end of this training. That not only helps me refine it, but also improve it, and then give more and more value of this important topic to future clinicians that take it. And now, in our first module, we're going to set the stage. We're going to show how widespread social anxiety really is, how it commonly goes unnoticed and hides in plain sight, and also why common treatments tend to miss what's actually driving the problems beneath the surface. I'm really grateful you're here, and it is a privilege to sit in front of you. Let's dive right in.